Hello Stampers and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I'm showing you another one of Laura's quick tips, and this one is all about cutting ribbon. I know cutting ribbon can be frustrating sometimes, as well as bow tying and knots and everything else, but today we're just going to talk about the cutting because I will say ribbon is probably my number one embellishment whenever it comes to creating cards and projects and things like that. So because I use it all the time, I don't find it to be as frustrating as I know some of you do. And so I have a couple tips and tricks to share with you today about that. So normally I'm using my paper snips, but I did want to show you that you don't need a special kind of scissor to be able to do this. So I'm going to also show you with just a regular pair of scissors as well. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you first is it's best to hold the ribbon tight. So you don't want to just hold the ribbon like this and cut, because like see how it like half a cut and then like now you have to try to keep that same angle and try to cut the rest of it, and then like here at the end it's just going num 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 and like it's just gnawing at the ribbon, and so you don't have that nice clean cut. And instead you kind of have like a mangled cut, and so now you need to cut it again in order to get that nice clean cut. So what I would say is to always hold your ribbon tight. So whether that is holding it like between these two fingers, and then I'm also holding it, so I'm holding it between these two and between these two. So I'm really not using my pinky finger, and snipping. Oh, and I still missed a little there on the end. But by holding it tight, it kept it nice and even. Again, with this, holding it tight, you get that nice even look. So see how fabulous and easy that is whenever you hold it tight. The other thing is if you have it on the spool, you can always hold it just from the spool. And like for example, here I have a roll on the spool. So you could always like kind of put your palm down onto the spool. Again, I'm holding it like this. So apparently that's the best way to do it, but let's see if I can try to do it. So I'm holding it under my arm here with the spool and pulling tight. And sometimes your scissors, you do kind of need to go like a couple cuts, but otherwise one main cut is usually the best way to go. And again, that goes with these scissors too. Like you can see this end kind of frayed a little bit, but that was just because it was getting tossed around my ribbon box. So I'm just going to do a nice even cut right there. Again, with these scissors. One of the other tips is if your scissors get all gunky from any sort of adhesive or anything else, trust me, it happens, it's no big deal. The best thing to do is to clean it with some rubbing alcohol. So just regular rubbing alcohol. I have both a 90 and a 50. Both of them tend to work just fine, but I will say the 90 cuts through it a lot faster without having to go over the blades a couple times. But the 50 works too, so it just kind of depends on which one you prefer. But again, that nice even cut, you don't really want to be sawing at it, or otherwise you're going to end up with a rough edge that's not going to look pretty, and then you're just going to keep cutting shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's going to get frustrating. So those are my two tips today for Laura's Quick Tips, sharing with you how to cut ribbon by holding it tight, and then of course cleaning your scissors with some rubbing alcohol if they get all gunky. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment down below if you love embellishing with ribbon. Of course, don't forget to check out my blog, laurastamppad.com. Give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to like it, and I'll see you guys all next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.